How sweet the sound that was blind, but now I see through me. But he comes, and grace will lead me on. Y'all really want to have some church this morning? Old saints will say, praise God. Praise God. of the Psalms. As God leads me through our next series dealing with some of the Psalms. He guided me to this one to begin. As some of us are going through some things. Sometimes God wants to share specifically with you encouraging words. Psalms 37, beginning at verse number 1, it reads in this manner: Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass, and wither as the green herb. Trust in the Lord and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. Commit thy way unto the Lord. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as noonday. Rest in the Lord, and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Jump up to verse 3 for me real fast. It says, trust in the Lord and do good. So shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Just for a little while. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, the preacher's going to talk about. Stop all that worrying. Coming down somebody's pew now. Stop all that worrying. Yeah. If you ain't never worried, it's not for you.
All right.
If I was in revival, I would title it Break That Holding Pattern. But since it's just us on this Sunday morning, I need to look at somebody and tell them, stop all that worrying. Worrying, for one, is a sin. Stop all that worrying, because worrying leads to other problems.
All right.
Worrying has some of you with high blood pressure.
All right.
Worrying has you with bad cholesterol. Worrying is leading you to heart attacks. Worrying got somebody with a tumor. Worrying causes more problems than you really need. But if you're the Christian that you say you are, Proverbs in 3 and 5, it tells us, trust in the Lord, to lean not to thy own understanding, and in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your pathways. And so in effort to do what God wants us to do, we have to stop putting our worthless or emotional energy into worry. But before I get there, I want you to understand why I want you to stop all that worry. Because I've noticed over the years, many people have taken journey and have traveled this land. And most people that travel now, they travel by way of airline. And sometime in the process of traveling, they spend more time worrying about what the plane is going to do en route to its destination. So they go through the check-in line, and they go through the TSA where they have to search you for all things that they don't want you to bring on the plane, and to go through all those moments of the desiring spots where you have to wait and your heart pensively is pressing because you're wondering if somebody got something past TSA on this day. You're wondering if that flight is going to be all right. You sit down by the counter waiting for them to do the boarding, and as they begin to board the plane, you're going in on your ticket number. Boarding pass number, and as you're boarding the plane and you're walking and you see the captain and you see the stewardess and the steward, and you're just wondering, is this plane all right? Matter of fact, many of you have even glanced out the windows while loading the plane and have watched the engineers and the technicians fuel the plane or work on the plane in the process of it, and you're wondering, what are they doing? Is this plane going to be all right for me to go on this journey? As the plane begins to continue to fill and it closes the door and everybody is taking their seat, the captain comes over the PA system making sure everybody is ready to enjoy their flight, and your mind and your heart is just a pantsing because you're wondering if this is going to be your last time. I wish I had some help through here. And as the flight, the plane begins to back up. It gets onto the runway, and they are waiting for the information from the tower to take off. And when the plane begins to take off, it takes off suddenly and leans into the sky at a 45-degree angle, continuing to climb into the heights of the sky. Until finally the bell goes off, and they say, we've reached our climbing altitude, and you can now take off your seatbelt. You can now put on your listening devices, and you're able to get comfortable, and you can able to let your seat back. Many of you all order your drinks at that time. Just to ease and calm your mind. But let me tell you, your worrying is not going to keep the plane in the air, and it's not going to keep the plane on the ground. We are worrying, and it drains our strength that we're needing to face life difficulties. You know, we are faced with life circumstances on a daily basis, so much so that it has drained the energy out of us. You want to know why you're so tired all the time? You do more energy, you spend more energy worrying than you do reading your Bible. I wish I had some time to help y'all. But let me go ahead and tell you that this is a psalm that catches us in the midst of all that we're going through, and God wants us to understand that you don't have to worry if you trust in the Lord. The psalmist says, and the first thing I want you to underline in the midst of all of this is that the psalmist says, fret not thyself. He says, don't even worry yourself about those that are around you causing trouble. Because troublemakers think, y'all caught me, huh? Troublemakers think that they are going to be able to get you on your best day. But I need a witness in here to know that when a troublemaker stands, you got to have faith in God to be able to say, I know the Lord will make a way somehow. I need somebody in the midst of going through their circumstances to say, Reverend, when I look to the hills, which comes my help, all my help comes from the Lord. It leads us into the mindset of understanding that we are going to have some people around us doing some evil things. I don't want to call that man's name, but y'all know Donald Trump is doing some evil things. And in the midst of doing evil things, he has a lot of people worried about what tomorrow is going to bring. Yeah. But let me go ahead and hit pause for you real good right here and tell you that Donald Trump don't hold my future.
All right.
I wish I had some time right there to tell you. I trust in the Lord with all my heart. I lean not to my own understanding because I know he will take care of me. It don't matter if you shut down. It don't matter if you stay open. It don't matter if you build a wall. But I got a bridge over troubled water. I got bread in a starving land. I got water when I'm thirsty. Y'all gonna help me? I got a doctor in the sick room. I got a lawyer in the courthouse. I really need to hit pause right here and tell somebody it don't matter what the government do because the God I serve has already brought us from a mighty long way. The God I serve has already provided me with all my needs. And the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He making me to lie down on green pastures. See, I need some witnesses in the room right now. I hope I'm not the only one that's seen the lights get cut off. But my God is still able. I hope I'm not the only one that lost the job. But I found out that my God is still able to do anything but fail. He provides for me. He walks with me. He talks with me. He lets me know that I'm his own. That ought to make you feel good right there. To know that no matter what they try to do, if you serve the Lord, God will take care of you. The first thing I need you to understand is verse 3 says you gotta trust. In that word trust it's almost like another word for having faith. You can't be a Christian and not have faith in the Lord. In other words, you got to have trust in the Lord. Because if you are saying that you are a Christian, you are trusting that the Lord will take care of you. Let me go ahead and tell you that without faith, it's impossible to please God. Y'all gonna help me right there? You can't please God sitting there without having faith. That's why some of you all are sitting there like bumps on the log. Because you don't have faith in what God can do for you. You're sitting there worrying about your problems. But I need some faith witnesses in the room that says, Lord, every time I bring a problem to him, he's a problem solver. Every time I bring a burden to him, he's a burden bearer. So if he's taking care of me thus far, I wish I had some witnesses. If he's taking care of me thus far, what makes me believe that he won't take care of me for on on? Have I got a witness in here? See, some of you all need a news flash of where God has brought you from. He's brought you from a mighty long way. He's brought you from the back of the house to the White House. Can I have a witness in here? He's brought you from the back of the bus to owning the bus. I wish I had some help. He brought you from going in the backside of the restaurant to now you owning a restaurant. Because God has been good to his people. Matter of fact, that's too much for you also. Let me go ahead and hit you right here. He woke you up early this morning. And because he's done that, I can testify that he's been good to me. You ought to live. You ought to live by faith. That means you ought to have something inside of you that says, I understand that the world has its principles, it has its policies, but I got a God. Y'all gonna help me right there. I got a God. I understand that they might try to knock me down, but if they do, oh well. Because God will pick me back up again. Can I get a witness right there? I need to hit pause and tell you, some of you all are going through some stuff. And you need to learn to trust in the Lord. You got to understand that God would never take you further than he needs you to go. When God gets you to where he wants you at, he's ready. You're ready for the next part of the quiz. Can I go ahead and walk with you right there? He won't test you over nothing that he ain't already put you through. See, some of you all are situated and worrying about tomorrow, and God has already prepared you, now he's just giving you the test.
Yeah.
Can I walk right there? That's why you're sitting there trying to figure out what you're going to do. Well, let me go ahead and tell you, lean on the Lord.
Yeah.
Have I got a witness right there?
Yeah.
If you lean on God, he'll make everything all right.
Yeah.
Let me hit pause one time for you and tell you, don't worry about those that are sick. You got to learn how to say they live the best that they can. Huh? Because let me tell you, one thing you can't do is wait until you get to the judgment seat. Because you can't get them in. And last time I checked, they can't get you in.
Yeah.
So you got to go on and fix your relationship with the Lord.
Yeah.
Y'all looking at me funny now? But faith drives away your fear. Y'all gonna help me? When you get scared, you always want to get something that you can hold on to. As a child, I used to have this point where I would not sleep with the closet doors open. Yeah, y'all don't look at me funny. I was scared what might come out. So my belief was if the door was closed, y'all gonna help me? Couldn't nothing come out the closet. I wish I had some witnesses. Some of y'all still scared to sleep in the dark. Sleep by yourself. I wish I had some help right there. But in the midst of it, as a little child, that was something that I did to make myself feel more comfortable. But as I got older, y'all gonna help me? As I got older, I realized that it didn't matter if the closet door was open. It didn't matter if the closet door was closed, because I had a friend that would stick closer to me than a brother. Y'all gonna help me? I had somebody that was gonna protect me when I couldn't protect myself. I'm just talking, as I got older, I realized that the Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? That means it ain't nothing that a boogeyman can do. I wish y'all gonna help me. Yeah, because if I got the Lord on my side, it ain't nothing a burglar can do, because if I got the Lord on my side, he will take care of me. Then I need you to understand that when you trust in the Lord, then there is a greater delight. Verse 4 says that the delight thyself also in the Lord. You want to know why I get so happy? It's because I know who the Lord is. That's why some people can't shout. They show up on Sunday morning so they can get a star next to their name. They show up to get an attendance mark. But when you really know who the Lord is, you take great pleasure in coming to church. You take great pleasure in going into the house of the Lord. You're able to walk and say, I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on Jesus. You're able to walk down the hospital room and say, I know the Lord will make a way somehow. When you're able to have great pleasure in the Lord, you understand that your walk in Him will make you delightful. That means it makes you excited. When you're walking with the Lord, you're able to have some excitement. It bothers me about a Christian that walks in with their head hung down. It bothers me about a Christian that sits in the pews who like they sucked on a lemon all night long. It bothers me with a Christian that sits there with his arms folded up. Because if the Lord has been good to you, y'all don't want to have church. If the Lord has been good to you, you ought to be able and ready to knock over a chair. You ought to be able to push a pew out the way. Some of you all right now need to look at your neighbor and say, baby, if you on the wrong road, you might need to change seats. Because I feel a breakthrough coming through. I feel a praise in the midst of it. Because I know who the Lord is. He's my shepherd. He's my God. He's Adam's redeemer. He's Abel's vindicator. He's Moses' ark. He's the lily of the valley. He's the bright morning star. He's the fairest of 10,000. Do you know who he is? Don't fool me, my Gilead, if you know who he is. You in the Lord.
Yeah.
You ought to tear up a church if you know who he is.
Yeah.
See, they sit there sometimes, people sit there sometimes waiting for a certain song to be sung. Waiting for a certain verse to be sung.
Yeah.
Waiting for a preacher to hit the right chord and wait for him to close down and tell you it was on one Friday that he died.
Yeah.
You want to hear all that good stuff. You waiting for the preacher to sit back and kick up his leg and tell you, God will. But let me tell you, you ought to come in with your own praise. Can I have a witness right there?
Yeah.
It don't matter if he don't never kick his leg.
All right.
It shouldn't matter if he never tone his voice.
Yeah.
Because you know what God has
Yeah.
done for you.
Yeah.
Have I got a witness?
Yeah.
If you are in delight with the Lord, it does not matter what's going on around you. Because you know who it is.
Yes, sir.
You trust in me. I wish I had some time to tell you, you got to trust in the Lord. Because now let me help you right now, Christians, saints of God. If Christ is your delight, you ought to find pleasure in reading the Word of God and having prayer with the Lord. Ooh. They didn't want to hear that, so let me talk to these on my lips. If you have delight in the Lord, you ought to find pleasure, y'all gonna help me, in reading the Word of God and spending time with it in prayer. Come on, talk. I'll talk to them on YouTube. If you find delight in the Lord,
All right.
you ought to find pleasure in reading the Word and spending time with it in prayer.
All right.
You can't wait till you get to church. You can't wait till you get to church. Try to find a scripture. You ought to come in with a scripture. As if you had devotion all through the week with the Lord. As if you spent some time with it. You ought not need a notice on when you're going to pray. Because you ought not have nothing scripted in your mind. You ought to just have something that flows off. That says, Lord, here we are. Knee bent. Body and head bowed before Mother Dust. It ought to be some stuff that just flows out of you when you have conversation with the Lord. Treat everything all right. But then I need you to understand. Verse 5 says you ought to. Verse 3 says you ought to trust the. Verse 4 says that you ought to have delight. But then verse 5 is where most of you all fall short because it says you ought to commit. That means you got to give it over. Y'all, don't be quiet on it now. Entrust your ways to the Lord. Entrusting meaning you giving something to another person.
All right.
Pick your feet up. Keep your eyes straight ahead. Don't look around church. Because some of us are entrusting Kashada. We weigh too much. Some of us are entrusting Texas Lottery. We weigh too much. Keep looking straight. Keep looking straight. Don't look at nobody. Some of us are entrusting margaritas. Way too much. Keep your head straight. Come on, don't look at nobody. Some of us are entrusting Coca-Cola. Way too much. Can I preach to y'all for a little while? Some of us are entrusting Cool and Marlboros. Can I help y'all for a while? Way too much. And we got to learn how to entrust it into the Lord. Matter of fact, you give to Pookie and them before you talk to the Lord. I wish I had some witnesses in here. You will talk to and call Big Mama before you call the Lord. I wish I had some old saints in here because they'll tell you, Big Mama, baby, let me go down on my knees. Let me go into my closets, into my crawling space, and talk it over with the Lord for you. But you ought to have that same commitment as Big Mama had. We ought to entrust our way to the Lord. We ought to give him our trials and our treasures for our today and our tomorrows. I wish I had some help right here. Because you got to get tired of trying to fix it and it keep coming up broke. Come on this side. Y'all got to tweak this. You got to get tired of trying to fix it and it keep coming up broke. Yeah, y'all looking at me funny. You trying to solve it and it's still messed up. It's still a problem in the room. Y'all gonna help? You trying to fix it and it's still broken. You got to learn how to give it over to the Lord. Yeah. See, we don't want to give to the Lord. I'm not talking financially. Put your checkbooks away. Don't. See, y'all hear that word give and y'all think we talking about money. I'm not talking about your money. I'm talking about your problems. I'm talking about your situations. I'm talking about your lifestyle. How do you fix it if you can't give it over to the Lord? You know why? We want control of everything. Somebody said there was a bumper sticker on a lady car, and on the bumper sticker of the lady car, she said, "Jesus is my co-pilot." When she pulled up to the light, a man flagged it down, and as she put her window down, she said, "Yeah." He said, "Jesus is your co-pilot?" She said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, you ought to let him drive because you drive horrible." And that's how it is for most of our lives. Jesus is all right as long as he's on the passenger seat. But I need a witness in here to tell you need to let him drive.
That's it.
You need to let him get on in the driver's seat. Take control of your life so that he can take you wherever it is he wants you to go. I told you to trust in the Lord. I told you to have delight in the Lord. Commit yourselves to the Lord. Now, as I leave you this morning, Mount Gilead, I need you to rest in the Lord. It means to relax completely. See, when you get up on that airplane and you're at 30,000 feet in the air, some of you all have found that you can find some rest in the flight. You realize that now you don't have to drive, but you have found some relaxation on the flight. Some of you all are utilizing an umbrella on the side of your drink for relaxation. Some of you all got to go and party all night long for relaxation. But you got to learn how to rest in the Lord. Verse 7 says, not only do you rest in the Lord, but you got to learn how to wait patiently on the Lord. Because I read where Isaiah says, they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up on wings of eagles, and they shall run and not get weary. I got a witness, because you got to understand that waiting on the Lord will allow things to happen, but you got to rest in the Lord, because everything will be all right. While you on your flight, you get some rest on the flight. But I hear the flight attendant and the captain begin to say, fold up your landing tables. I hear him say, turn off all of your electrical devices. Pull your seats forward, because we are getting ready to come to a land. But before you leave, I need you to understand that your holding pattern has been broken. Where the devil is trying to hold you at, God has broke it down. Have I got a witness? If you're trusting in the Lord, lean not to thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your pathways. Don't fool me, Mount Gilead. Do you know who he is? He's Adam's Redeemer. He's Abel's Vindicator. Come on, y'all. Do you really know who the Lord is? My bridge over troubled waters. My bread in a storming land. Do you really know who he is? My friend when I'm friendless. My water when I'm thirsty. Do you know who the Lord is? My all in all. He walks with me and he talks with me. He lets me know that I'm his own. Have I got a witness in here? Anybody tried my Jesus and know he will make a way out of no way? If you tried it for yourself, you ought to look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, I know who the Lord is. He's my all. He's my all. I got a witness. If you know who the Lord is, you ought to begin to trust in him. If you know who the Lord is, put your rest on his shoulder. Lay your head down in the bosom of his breast. Everything is going to be all right. How do you know, Reverend? One Friday, he died. He died until hell got happy. He died till the earth reeled and rocked. But I'm so glad that's not how this story ends. He got up out the grave right early. One Thursday morning out the grave. Power in heaven and the earth within his hands. It ain't all right. Good morning, Mount Gilead. Lord, bless you real good. I'm in my seat now. You can grab one more neighbor, sing them and rock them and shake them. Like an old man, tell them I am. First book number 67 of the Bible. I know that the Bible has 66 books, but I am book number 67. I should have been dead, sleeping in my grave. But the Lord, he made those dead behave. Ain't he all right? Ain't he all right? Say yeah! Say yeah! What the Lord has done for me. Is he all right? Is he all right? Is he all right? He will. I say he will. He will. He will. Make everything all right. Y'all got to excuse my soul in the hat. He will turn things around. He will pick you up, turn you around, place your feet on a solid ground. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Won't he, won't he, won't he, won't he? Somebody say yeah! Make everything.
Yes, he will.
All right.
Yes.
Stop all that worry.
Yes.
He will.
He will.
Make it all right.
Yeah.
He'll hold you
Yeah.
in the midnight hour.
Yes.
He'll talk to you
Yeah.
in the midnight hour.
Yeah.
Wipe the tears from your eyes. Why you worried? You got somebody on your side.
Yes.
That'll never leave you.
Yes.
Nor will he forsake you.
Yeah.
Go to sleep at night.
Yes, yes.
He's going to make everything
All right.
all right.
Yes,
Ain't no need of you and God both stand up
All right.
all night long.
Yeah.
I hope you hear me back there. Ain't no need of you and God stand up.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
Take care of it.
Yeah.
Yes, he will.
Yeah.
Yes, he will.
Yes, he will.
Yes, he will.
Do it all by himself.
Yes, he will.
Don't need your help.
Yes.
Get you some sleep at night.
Come on.
Yes.
Yes.
Turn it over to him.
Yes, sir.
You say you trust in him.
Yes.
Put your trust in the Lord.
Yes.
Yeah, put your trust in him.
Yes, sir.
And I guarantee you, everything will be all right.
Yes, sir. Yes, it will.
Thank you. Yes.
Doors of the church are open. For there might be